Back in Baltimore, Charm City for Game 2, and the Red Sox in dire need of a W. They're also desperate to see the man they call the Beast, Garrett Crochet, return to his dominating form and snap the Red Sox 4-game losing skid. Hi, everybody. An earlier start than anticipated because of weather on the way. Dave O'Brien alongside Sweet Lou Merlone and also Jemiah Webster. You know, he was dominant for a big stretch of that last start, Crochet was, against Detroit. And then he gave up a couple of home runs. That's what got him in the end.
Yeah, looking for him to finish this game out. But there are some alarming things to keep an eye on so far early in the year. Let's start with the release point. That's down 4 degrees. That's going to affect deception. That's going to affect pitch shape, with especially his sweeper, maybe even his four-seamer. Now, speaking of that sweeper, it was the best sweeper in baseball this year. This year, it's the worst. I mean, it's getting hit 375. You see the numbers. It's not good. Runners in scoring position is one of the elite pitchers in the game, and they're hitting 400 off of him. And the third time through the order, look at some of these numbers. Keep in mind, he never saw Minnesota a third time through the order. So these are numbers without that Minnesota start. It's been a struggle. You really hope the guy that we knew last year shows up here today and gives you a complete outing.
Yeah, those numbers are not him, that's for sure. The Red Sox did get a home run out of Wilyer Abreu last night. Also got a double. Looks like he is out of that lengthy slump. The Red Sox hope that is also true of Garrett Crochet as he goes in Game 2 at Camden Yards. Coming your way next.
Sunny day.
Your New England area Audi dealer today. WB Masons. Get free next day business delivery from your local hometown team. And by buyatoyota.com for offers not seen on TV. Visit buyatoyota.com. Now Wilson Contreras ready to go. Tough night for him last night, but he's set for the earlier start. This originally for 4 o'clock, and now just a little after noon here in Baltimore. Give you a look at the Red Sox lineup. It's brought to you by Plymouth Rock. Cedar Rafaela in the leadoff spot. He'll be followed by Contreras, then Abreu, Story, Monasterio's the DH, Duran down to the 6-hole. Durbin batting 7th, Connor Wong catching today, and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at second base.
Starting pitcher for the Orioles, presented by WB Mason. The lefty Trevor Rogers. See the numbers here this year. Last couple of starts been roughed up a little bit. Last year was really impressive for these Baltimore Orioles. The four-seam fastball is going to run about 93. Really good changeup. Going to keep it off the plate. The sweeper, cutter, and sinker. Defensively for the Orioles, Kobe Mayo is going to be back at third base with Henderson and Jackson up the middle. Pete Alonso at first. The outfield left to right is Alexander, Tavares, and Tyler O'Neill, with Adley Rutschman doing the catcher.
Umpires today: Andy Fletcher behind the plate, Tosi at first, Blazer at second, and Visconti the umpire at third. We're available. The telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. Cut and a miss, and we're underway here in Game 2. Red Sox trying to snap a 4-game skid. They're now 9-17. Well, a quick start would be just lovely.
Yeah, it sure would. Kind of try to carry some things over. A couple guys last night, 3 of them get a couple hits in that game. Some runs up early. Let Crochet do his job.
Roman Anthony missing his 4th straight game with back issues.
A little concerned. Another day game tomorrow. We'll see. It's hard with the back. It truly is day to day. You come in. How does it feel? He hit today. That's a good sign.
Yeah, and he has very positive thoughts. He will play in the series. Fouled back out of play, but as you say, backs are funny things.
Yeah, you know, it's getting to the point where people, you talk about IL stints. It's got to be 10 days, right? This position player. And listen, if he's going to miss 7 games and he's ready for the last 3, I want him out there for the last 3. I'm not going to just have him healthy on the bench because I put him on the IL.
Rogers with a 1-2 to Cedar. Got a piece of that. Anybody who has ever had an issue with their back, it is so tough to manage on an everyday basis. I mean, every time you go to move, your back tightens up. It's awful. 1-2, hammered off the pitcher. Rogers will collect it and throw on to first on the underhand to get Cedar. 1 away. Rogers just getting in the way.
Yeah, this ball hit hard. G. Jackson behind him, kind of shading up the middle. Probably would have had a play on it, but good at bat. Saw that conversation yesterday, Cedon and Alex Cora in that dugout, and it was really about the at bat that he had. He grounded out. Jackson made a nice play on him. He threw his helmet rounding first, and Cora just said, "Listen, that was a really nice at bat. 0-2 to 3-2. You fouled off some tough pitches. Let's worry about the process. Worry about the at bats. If we keep doing that, the results will follow."
He's been doing a lot of that with Cedon this year. Contreras 239. He has slumped a little bit here now. 0 for 4 strikeouts last night in the Red Sox defeat. And he'll take one up top for a ball.
Yeah, that's where it starts right there. He's 0 for his last 14 with a walk, but that walk is the only one he's had in the last 13 games. Drawing a lot of walks, seeing the ball better earlier in the year.
Rogers won his first 2 starts of the year. He's lost his last 2. Cleveland got him for 5 earned in 5 innings, an 8-4 loss. That was 6 days ago. But he was sensational last year. High again.
They traded for him from Miami. He was a first-round pick, 13th overall, and just never really showed the promise that everybody believed in Miami. So they trade for him. We bring him over. In 4 starts after the deadline, he goes 0-2 with a 7.11 for the Orioles. And you're figuring, what is going on? But then last year he popped 18 starts, 9-3, 1.81 ERA. He was really good against you last year.
3-2. And a little tapper to first base. Alonso will feed the pitcher. Rogers gets there, 2 down. A couple of ground ball outs.
We've seen an awful lot of that. Too many ground balls from this ball club, especially in today's game. Start looking at some of the numbers in their ground ball rate. I mean, it is second highest in baseball. It's almost 47%. Second worst in baseball. Especially when your theory, that little sign above spring training says hit the ball hard, hit the ball in the air from Ted Williams. They hit the ball hard, but they're not hitting it in the air.
Well, Williard did last night. So that was a plus. Belted a home run. Also a double. If you look at the ground ball rate, that's troubling.
It explains the slugging percentage being last in baseball.
Williard seems to be out of that skid he was in. Batting out of the 3 spot today. Trevor Story on deck. Red Sox trying to bounce back from one ugly defeat last night and another ball. Alonso to the pitcher. Foot race, going to be close, and got him to retire the side. That's all for the Red Sox. Again, unable to hit the ball in the air. They go 1-2-3, and here comes Garrett Crochet.
Get 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the purchase of a new 2026 Sportage.
Orioles coming up. Here's their lineup against Garrett Crochet. Ward will lead it off, and then Henderson now up to 8 home runs. Rutschman hit a pair last night. Alonso, Tyler O'Neill. So there's a lot of power in that lineup. And Crochet's first one today. All eyes on him as he drills in strike 1.
Red Sox starting pitcher brought to you by BuyAToyota.com. Making his 6th start. Today's the day to get that ERA down. Not numbers we're accustomed to seeing here from Garrett Crochet. As for his arsenal, still pretty cutter heavy. You want to see that 4-seam. He used it a lot more his last outing. It looked good. Good sinker. Want to see that sweeper be effective today.
That's 7.88 ERA, the most shocking ERA in all of baseball through 26 games. The result of 15 earned runs in his last 6 2/3 innings against Minnesota and Detroit. And he'll miss in 96. He's touched 97 early here.
Yeah, you know, that one outing in Minnesota you almost forget, but he's got 5 starts. Really only 2 look more like himself. The other 3, it's not numbers we're used to seeing from him. There's a few things to keep in mind, too, like just keep an eye on. The arm angle is down. It's 35 degrees, 31 degrees this year, so the release point's a little bit lower. Is that affecting that sweeper? Not as much depth. Is that affecting some deception? Shape on his fastball.
2-2 fouled back by Taylor Ward. And when it drops like that, why? That becomes the question.
Well, sometimes it's, conscious effort. Maybe feels a little more comfortable. You like the shape you get from certain pitchers, but I thought last year was perfectly fine where it was.
Sure was. A little pop up into center field, backing out Story. Sedon coming on, and a nice play by Trevor Story to haul that one in for out number 1.
Check out the Red Sox defense presented by Car Shield. Caleb Durbin back at third base with Story and IKF up the middle. Well, Contreras said first. The outfield left to right is Duran, Rafael Abreu with Connor Wong doing the catching today.
Gunnar Henderson to climb in. He belted the first of 3 first-inning home runs last night against Bayo. 6 total against the Red Sox. They actually ran out of fireworks. They fire those off after the home runs. They ran out last night.
Yeah, same 3 hitters, a little different order. Last night, these 3 guys top in the order were 10 for 14. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs.
Bayo will make his next start.
He scored 7 runs. Henderson, Ward, Rutschman. That was it.
And a big lefty with a 1-1. Right by him.
That's where you want to live. At 96, top of the zone. A couple of those home runs that he gave up against Detroit. Behind in the count, 2-0, 3-1. But the fastball was down about knee-thigh high. Remember, that's where Judge took him out in that great game at Yankee Stadium last year. Elevate this fastball. That's where he gets most of his damage.
Adley Rutschman, who homered twice last night, is on deck. Got him. 97 with the 4-seamer to punch out Henderson.
He'll be the only lefty he faces today with a couple of switch hitters in this, but this fastball up, playing off that sweeper, that's where you want to keep it. He's going to get that swing and miss, especially when it's 97, but against this right-handed lineup, that outside quadrant with 4-seamer, elevated sinker off the plate is going to be important for him too. You don't want these righties just cheating everything coming into them.
Rutschman, the catcher. Big night last night. 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in. Just came off the IL this week with an ankle injury. Tyler O'Neill is back off as of last night. He's in the lineup today. And a high pop-up. Connor Falefa out, called off by Abreu, and they're going to go 1-2-3, and a nice start here for Garrett Crochet. Dave and Jemai with you. And Trevor Story in the box here against Trevor Rogers. Story, Monasterio, Duran due up against the lefty. Trevor, good night last night, 2 for 4. Around baseball, the Phillies have lost 10 in a row now. They can't get out of their own way. Chicago Cubs have won 10 straight.
They're on a roll.
Cubs have a very good ball club. They're winning in exciting fashion too. Downstairs, a ball on Story.
So what Rogers is going to do to you. That 4-seamer is going to be a little bit away, but these changeups going to try to get you to nibble. Mentioned the last couple outings, he got roughed up a little bit, but it's been the home run. The long balls really giving him some trouble.
Orioles managed by Craig Albernaz, who is out of Fall River, Mass. Went to high school in Somerset.
Dealing with a little broken jaw right now after that foul ball 2 weeks back. Still not eating solid foods.
No.
Oh, it's awful.
Pop foul out of play. I was going to invite him over to La Scala tonight Well, we're going to dine, but that wouldn't do him any good at all because he couldn't enjoy any of it.
One of 7 first-year managers. You know, I saw him talk to him down in the winter meetings, and he had a little press conference with the media, and the accent was, I figured half the people didn't know what he was talking about.
Bloop foul by Story.
Strong accent, right? Massachusetts.
Strong Mass boy, yeah.
It was pretty funny.
You and I both we travel all over the country, and a lot of people love the accent. They do. I think it's because all the movies swung on him at strike 3 more than anything else. The movies, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, everybody else have kind of romanticized it to a great degree. Doesn't necessarily mean they can always understand us, though. Monasterio 194 without a home run. See plenty of Sox fans sprinkled in here. Amidst the orange and black. And Baltimore in for a strike.
Well, lefty on the mound. Monasterio is in there. IKF is in there. This is how you're playing it right now. Both guys kind of really struggling against lefties.
Turning to bunt. Didn't offer. We check out the home run odds presented by FanDuel for Monasterio and Jaron Duran, who will follow him. You mentioned the ERA for Rogers last year, 181. It was the lowest by an Orioles starter since 1954. And they've had some pitching here. Swinging a high fly, but foul off to the left.
Yeah, he was just in the rhythm. Threw well against you as well, and came out the first couple starts this year, and it was much of the same. And you're figuring, here we go. He started the whole year off scoreless, 7 scoreless against Minnesota. We saw what they were doing, the lefties. A good game against Texas, Chicago.
2-2 down.
Well, let's try to find this lineup versus lefties. You see that average? He's 1 for 15 facing left-handed pitching. IKF is 1 for 14 facing left-handed pitching. Durbin's 1 for 23.
Yeah.
This is your left-handed lineup. Those 3 guys are 3 for 52.
Shot out to center field, driving back to Tavares. Still on the run, still on the run. Not going to get it. It's over his head. It skips off the track up against the fence, and Monasterio rumbles into second with a double. That just kept carrying, and Tavares could not make the play.
I hit this ball good. And that wind's blowing in a little bit from left field, too, so it's not like it's gusting out and just took off in it. This is a fastball up in the zone. Drives it to center field. That is good to see. We're talking about the struggles against lefties. For the guys that are in there against lefties, it's good to see from Andrew.
One name that pops up, guy's injured right now, has been lefty killer, Romy.
Yeah, that's hurt.
Rob Refsnyder, of course, as Duran will take one in there for a strike. Jaron at 198 with a home run, had a hit last night. He's getting more hits now. Batting average not necessarily reflecting that in a big way, but he's been reaching base. Red Sox with an opportunity to grab an early lead against Rogers in Baltimore. That's a swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Cora was asked about that. They brought up Refsnyder. I felt like I was listening to my old manager, Jimmy Williams. He said, well, Rob is in Seattle. He's in Seattle. I like the famous quote he had about Ichiro Suzuki.
Right.
Nothing we can do about that.
Or Rick Pitino not walking through that door.
No. And Romy's hurt.
On the way back. 0-2. And a pop up into left along the line. Mayo out. Alexander coming on, diving, and he can't make the play in foul territory. You were hopeful maybe that would drop in fair, but a foul ball. Last game of this series tomorrow afternoon, 1:35. That's Connolly early against right-hander Kyle Bradish. Connolly going in with a 2.88 ERA.
See the numbers there off Rogers, but we're talking about facing lefties. It's actually been your lefties. Abreu, Anthony, and Duran who hit lefties better. Cedon's doing a nice job.
Durbin on deck. Red Sox with a man at second. And one man out in the second inning. An early chance against Rogers. Last year the Red Sox did not get many against this guy. Not many opportunities play on, but will not get him. Monasterio easily back in. Overcast day here, but at least it's dry. Later this afternoon, it's not going to be. It's going to rain this afternoon and tonight. And that'll be in there for strike three. Frozen. He strikes out Duran. 2 gone.
A few breaking balls away. Sets up nice for a little four-seamer away because you kind of think it might be that breaking ball. Want to lay off something soft away, and he just kind of freezes you. It's a good pitch. But keep in mind, Andy Fletcher. 25 challenges, 21 of them have been overturned. It's one of the worst in baseball.
Wow. That's incredible. I realize we're talking about a bunch of those that are, you know, a quarter inch off the plate. But he's had it rough. One strike on Caleb Durbin. Had a base hit last night. Still scuffling at 148. And foul tip to the mitt. And quickly he's down 2 strikes.
I'd love to see some of your righties swinging it better against this left-handed pitching. Let this lineup go a little bit. But again, 1 for 23 right now for Caleb.
Monasterio off the bag. And a check swing. This lineup today with 5 hitters batting 200 or below. Well, his batting average doesn't say everything, but those are tough to write in every day. 2-2. Yankees went to Houston after leaving the Red Sox at Fenway after the sweep, and they won last night. They've won 7 in a row. Rogers a 2-2. Shot toward the alley. On the run, O'Neill. He's not going to get it. That's going to drop in and chase in the run. Durbin into second base with a run-scoring double. Red Sox on the board first here today. 1-0 in Baltimore. One of the better swings he's had this season.
Yeah, middle of the field. Right, middle of the field. Like, a lot of ground balls that can happen when you roll over. I don't know if the Fenway Park pull side in the air thing is in his mind or not, but this is who you want to see Caleb Durbin be. You know, drive the ball to right center, stay up the middle of the field. Again, 2 guys struggling facing lefties early on in the year come through here with a couple of doubles and get the Sox on the board.
And brings up Connor Wong in the 8-hole, batting .296. And again, catching Garrett Crochet today.
I don't think there's anything behind that strategy-wise. Just more of a noon game today with Narvi going last night.
Kinder Falefa on deck. 2-0. Red Sox with a pair of doubles here in the second inning off Rogers, who delivers the pitch. Runner goes. And no throw down to third. And a stolen base for Durbin.
We got Mayo way off that base. At third base, he's playing kind of deep, and he doesn't even bother covering. Once you saw the jump by Durbin, this is what happens when you're up 1-0. You could get some action on the base pass. Be aggressive.
And ball 4. Red Sox with 3 base runners here in the second. First and third. Now Durbin picking up the theft of third base. Now pass ball or wild pitch can get their run in.
You also keep an eye on some speed on the base pass. Connor, not your normal catcher. He can run a little bit, but again, first and third, it's not about the guy stealing the bag. It's about the speed on third. Right, whether you can get a good jump, the catcher tries to throw down to second base, try to steal a run that way. IKF at the plate.
Red Sox are 8-5 when they score first. Drew French, the pitching coach, out. Rogers allowing a double to Monasterio. Got the strikeout of Duran, but then Durbin rips the run scoring double, gives up the steal, and then he walks Connor Wong. And Connor Falefa trying to keep things rolling and add another run behind Garrett Crochet today. Connor Falefa 179, no homers. He's driven in a pair. And a strike. Cedar Rafaela in that leadoff spot today. He's on deck. Nothing in 2.
Looks like he's come with so many of these changeups. You almost convince yourself he's throwing one there, and you let a good pitch to hit go.
And a 6-5 left-hander deals. Popped up back out of play. Red Sox heading on to Toronto after this 3-game series ends tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. First look at the Blue Jays. They have their own problems. They have been racked by injuries. The 0-2 and a miss. Toronto right now 10-15. They are in 4th place. Red Sox in the basement. Red Sox had first and third, and a 1-2 pitch fouled away. Connor Wong was running on that one.
And Jackson was covering too, the second baseman. A lot of times you take off, and if you don't see a middle infielder cover, you know they're not covering. So obviously there was going to be a throw attempt down to second base.
1-2, and he held up.
It's going to get you some information too. Because if they're not covering, then you know they're not going to throw down. You take the extra base, get in scoring position. More importantly, Durbin, they're probably going to pump fake and try to get you. But with a guy covering, maybe take a shot at release when Rutschman throws it.
Red Sox have worked a double steal and have a steal at home this season. That's a base hit into left. That'll drive in another run. Durbin will score. Connor Wong all the way down to third. Connor Falefa with the base hit, and the Red Sox lead it 2-0. Connor Falefa with a good at bat there. One of his best of the season.
How about that? Talking Monasterio, Durbin, IKF. These 3 guys are combined 3 for 52 against lefties. And you got a couple of doubles and a knock, and the Sox are up 2-0.
Hitting the lefty today, and here comes Cedar Rafaela, who's 0 for 1. He's grounded back to the pitcher. Some early offense for the Sox. And a trickler foul. 2 doubles, a single, a walk, a stolen base here in the second inning.
Yeah, you can do it again. Same scenario here. You got a good enough speed to try to steal something if you want, depending on where this count goes.
Meanwhile, long inning for Rogers. Foul that one away. 36 pitches for the left-hander.
Good to see them work. A starting pitcher. Been kind of easy day at the park. A lot of nights. Quick outs, short pitch counts and innings.
Tyler Wells throwing in their bullpen real early. Connor Falefa was taken off as it's knocked foul, and the Red Sox are being very aggressive against him.
Yeah, what you've seen has really been the problem so far this year for Rogers. 2 strikes. Getting 2 strikes and trying to finish hitters off. Hitters are hitting .291 off him with 2 strikes. League average is right around 170. Can't finish a guy off.
0-2 on Cedon. Red Sox with plenty of traffic in the second inning here in Baltimore. And he'll miss. Cutter off the plate.
Get 3 balls in the air this inning. I like it. Right, hit it hard, hit it in the air.
It's a nice change of pace because everyone's getting tired of the ground balls one after another. Line drive and a base hit smacked into left. Another run scores. Connor Wong is in. 3-0 Boston. Cedon with his 9th run batted in. And the Red Sox build a 3-0 lead against the O's.
And you love it too. And this whole thing was 2 outs. Man on second. Can the Sox deliver? Can they get a big hit? Guys in scoring position. It's been a double, a walk, and a single here from Cedon. And again, Rogers unable to finish guys off. He's ahead 0-2-1-2, but making too many mistakes. Good to see the Sox make him pay.
Keeping the line moving too. Here's Wilson Contreras, who is 0 for 1 and 0 for 5 so far in the series. First and second. Connor Falefa and Cedon Rafaela. Red Sox on the move on the bases big time and inside a ball. A 4-hit second inning so far against Trevor Rogers, who will deal the 1-1, and that's down low.
Wilson's just sort of been in this dead zone for a hitter, and that's called in between. Right behind on fastballs, out in front of off speed. So when you're going bad for a couple days, everything you're sort of looking for, it's the opposite.
Might turn out to be the longest inning of the season so far for Rogers. Already at 58 pitches with 2 down in the second. And a good count here for Contreras. Boy, he was in attack mode. 3-2.
So that head come flying, that quick front shoulder, attack mode, pulse out. I've already seen 3 weeks of him right field, swing at the right pitches, draw your walks. That's when he's at his best.
2 on, 2 out. Runners go, and it's fouled back. You saw the numbers on the bottom line. He has hit Baltimore really well in his career. .315. Those hitters love to hit here. Kind of Falefa and Rafaela on the move. And a chopper foul as he stays alive.
Yeah, that 0 for 4 last night. But now 11 games here in Baltimore. He's got 4 home runs in this ballpark. Normally loves hitting here.
This will be the 47th pitch of the second inning for Rogers. And a 3-2. They take off again. And he walked him. He has to keep on pitching unless they come get him. And the bases are loaded. And Albernaz has seen enough. He could not escape the second and leaves behind a man at every base, and Abreu about to come up to hit. And they will make the move to the bullpen. A very, very short start for Trevor Rogers. We will take the break. Red Sox pressing the matter ahead 3-0. Unlock your potential. You can learn more at TrueNorthBank.com. Great number 8. Statue and in person. The Iron Man, Cal Ripken. Wells coming out of the bullpen inherits a mess left behind by Rogers. Red Sox ahead 3-0.
So you kind of want to put him to sleep right here. One more knock. Get a ball in the air. 3-0's nice. 7-0's better.
Wilyer Abreu 0 for 1.
Wells coming in here. It's his 12th appearance. 4 times he's gone 2 or more innings. So they're always going to want multiple innings here from Wells this early in the game.
Sox with 4 hits in the frame. In there for a strike. Started with the Monasterio double. He has scored. Durbin with a double. He scored. Wong took a walk. He scored.
Fastball 93-94. Good changeup. Back-to-back ones there to Abreu.
1-1. Kiner Falefa at third. Rafaela at second. Contreras the runner at first. And a 1-2 pitch to Wilyer. He'll take a high one.
Good take. See many swing and misses on that pitch from Wilyer.
23 minutes since Crochet last threw a baseball. He'll take it though. 2-2 now. And a full count.
Really good at bats.
Yeah.
Whether it's 3-2 walks or 0-2 to 3-2. And they've been finished those at bats off this inning. By the way, all with 2 outs here.
3-2 on the way to Abreu. Runners take off. Big swing popped up. Foul off third. Mayo cruising over. Can't get to it. And they'll do it again. The Red Sox with one of their best offensive innings in a long time. Trying to make it a great one. Opportunity here for Wilyer. No place to put him. Wells with a 3-2. A liner in center field. Taveras backing up though and will make the catch. Red Sox send 9 men to hit. They score 3 times here in Baltimore.
Luck.
After a nice offensive inning, left Garrett Crochet on the shelf for a little bit there, but you mentioned it earlier, Dave. The numbers aren't him. This stretch of bad pitching, certainly not him as well. The 16 runs over his last 2 starts. And I talked with pitching coach Andrew Bailey about coaching him through this bad stretch, to which he shared with me the struggles don't really come often for Crochet. We certainly have seen that, and Bailey said he's just tried to keep him motivated, looking at the silver linings in some of these starts while continuing to do the work. Bailey says the confidence with him remains. He said, I'll dive on the sword that he's still one of the best pitchers in baseball. Anytime he touches the mound for the Boston Red Sox, it's a good day for us. He said, I don't see it any differently. So far, so good for Garrett Crochet.
Offense helping him out too. Swing and a miss by Pete Alonso. Garrett got him 1-2-3 in the first inning. The one given with the Boston Red Sox coming into the season was Garrett Crochet.
Yeah, and you want a little shutdown inning here. I like that fastball up and away quadrant to righties.
2-2. He won't chase it. He did have a long sit. Baltimore threw 54 pitches. Red Sox with some of their best at bats in the month of April. In that inning. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. 96 miles an hour to Fan Alonso. One away.
Well, it's interesting talking about this Orioles lineup in general, as his 4-seam fastballs just by Alonso. Remember the numbers against sinkers, with Bayo last night, one of the best sinker hitting teams in the game. 4-seamers not so much. A little different, elevated, seen some swing and miss, a little more uncomfortable swings so far.
Tyler O'Neill, former Red Sox, hitting .241 with a home run just off the IL with a concussion. He fainted at home. He was all by himself at home, kind of scary. When he woke up, he was on the bathroom floor, and he had suffered a concussion. He hit his head at some point. Bouncing back from that, but Rather frightening. Not 100% sure why he did faint.
No, that's kind of scary.
A lay off and a ball. 2-1.
Looks like more like a changeup there. First one down and away to righties.
One career home run against Garrett. Down under that, popped it up. Connor Falefa out into right field. 2 up, 2 down.
Get another four-seamer up and away. It's a pitch he definitely didn't have against Minnesota. And you can see these guys kind of pulling off of it, hitting some weak fly balls because they're looking in. They're looking for the four-seamer and they're looking for the cutter. That's one way to kind of control the sides of the plate. That's how he uses it.
Jeremiah Jackson, second baseman. Jackson Holiday out with an injury. He's done really well. 280 with 5 home runs, driven in 19 runs. Base is empty though, and 2 down. Red Sox ahead 3-0. Into right center field. Abreu moving back. Over the shoulder catch to retire the side. Another 1-2-3 inning for the left-hander.
Betting on the right guy with Fanatic Sports.
In the third inning with a 3-0 advantage here in Baltimore, and Trevor Story 0-for-1 will lead things off against Wells, the right-hander, to come on when Rogers was removed after an inning and 2/3 and 47 pitches in the second inning, a career high for the Orioles starter in 1 inning. Monasterio next. He began to rally last inning with a double. Story with a couple of singles last night. Unsure on that. Swing and a miss.
Quite sure on that is right. A little underwater Johnson. That's what Pedro Martinez used to call it. See a swing like that? Indecisive. You just scream it from the dugout.
Right-handed with a 1-2. Talking about Toronto, the upcoming series against the Blue Jays. They have moved their closer Jeff Hoffman out of that role for the time being. He's blown 3 saves, ERA around 7.60. So that's some of the big news out of Toronto. They've had all sorts of problems. Hammered down the right field line, but that'll be foul. You may recall Game 7 of the World Series against the Dodgers when he blew a save, gave up a home run to Rojas in the 9th inning. And when that was over, when they lost that game, they lost the series, he said, I cost everybody in this room a World Series ring.
Yeah, that's tough to deal with.
Very emotional. Swing and a miss, and Story down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, you know, and you carry that too with you kind of all winter long. I mean, I remember talking to IKF about in spring training. He said, I'm not really over it. John Schneider, I've heard him talk about it. DeMarlo Hale, like that's something you're that close to winning a World Series. And then you want to come out and just have a great April for your club, right? Now, Hoffman's been struggling. 3 weeks into the season, month into the season, start making little adjustments.
Monasterio with a double and a run. He's 1-for-1.
Then after, get some confidence back, he's the closer of that baseball team. Just maybe not for the next few weeks.
It's a great World Series, but a devastating loss for Toronto. They were so close. And so close to beating the Dodgers, who are the assumed champion. You don't get many opportunities like that. A 1-1 pitch to Monasterio. He'll hammer that one down the line. He smokes another one. He hooks it to the corner up against the fence. Into second base again. Once again cannot keep the helmet on his head. He'll take another double.
Yeah, there's a lot to like with Andrew Monasterio. limited action, playing against lefties, but even here in the righties, that's what he should, Drew, right? Really, this is really nice swing on 93 on top of the zone, but he goes right center first at bat, pull side, left next at bat. Plays multiple positions. Always smiling.
Yeah, the staff loves his attitude.
Yeah.
His curiosity. Duran trying to pick him up. He was caught looking on a third strike in the second inning. 0 for 1. Red Sox have out hit the Orioles 5-0. 3 of them doubles.
Wells comes set really quick and just sort of sat there for about 5 or 6 seconds to see Duran kind of stiff in the box. Like, it's one of those you want to call timeout. As a hitter, you only get one now, but you hit him wait a while.
No throw to second. Red Sox have been quite aggressive on the bases here in the early going. A lot of movement. Now you got base runners.
You got a lead.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike on Duran. Caleb Durbin ripped a double to drive in a run. He's on deck. One man out. And popped up a mile high on the right side. Anderson behind the mound will make the play. 2 down, and Duran's 0 for 2. And Durbin will be next. Batting stats presented by your local Honda dealers.
Well, the best part about that double was just seeing Durbin get the ball in the air. He got an infield single on the ground ball, but that ground ball rate around 65% in the year. That is too many balls on the ground. Good to see him get underneath something and drive it.
Well, the consistency for Durbin has been with the glove. He owns 3 defensive runs saved at third, tied for second most in the American League. He's been really steady there. He's going to challenge this. A catcher challenge.
As I mentioned, Andy Fletcher, now the 26th challenge on the year and the 22nd overturn.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
A lot of overturn calls. 22 now. I mean, that's something you go into the game and you just sort of know. They have all the stats where Fletcher's maybe not seeing the ball well. Maybe it's down, and he'd be aggressive with these challenges. He's been off.
Boy, that's incredibly high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Monasterio, the runner at second. Red Sox ahead 3-0 in Baltimore. Durbin with a chance for second RBI of the day. Ground ball softly hit for Henderson at short, and he'll gun him down. Red Sox get a double strand that man. Still 3-0.
Your chance to win.
Sox have handed Garrett Crochet a 3-0 lead. And he's trying to set down 7 in a row to start it. Abreu with a sliding play in fair territory to make a Gold Glove caliber catch.
Cat's going a long way. Continues to do it. I mean, we're not deep into this season. This man Abreu is already a +6 defensive run saved. I mean, he's the best right fielder in the game, and shows why right there. Beautiful.
The ability to go back but also come in like that. It's one of the things that sets him apart.
You know, it's only a couple innings, but I wanted to show his pitching arsenal presented by New England area Audi dealers, because their tone is being set. 81.5 four-seam fastball usage. Just attacking with it.
Mayo takes a strike.
He's got a good one, averaging 96. He's got up to 97.5.
He has seen 7 Orioles. He's retired them all. Mayo, 182 hitter. Very good power, though. Has hit 3 home runs. He's in the hole 0-2. We've got Suarez now up in their bullpen. They had to go early to that bullpen because Trevor Rogers, the starter, just didn't have it. Red Sox really made him work. That's a scorcher and a fair ball down the line. That'll be their first base runner. Mayo jumped that pitch for a double. And he's in the scoring position with 1 down in the 3rd.
Talking about being aggressive with this 4-seam fastball, and this one's kind of middle. Even at 97, but Mayo turns on it. He's really been controlling this outer third, up and away quadrant to righties. That one leaked over the middle of the plate a little bit.
Came off the bat at 113. Blaze Alexander, the 9-hitter, hitting just 185, no homers, 1 run batted in. Past him. First hit for the Birds today. Baltimore at 13-13 after picking up the win last night in Game 1. A good crowd here today. And beautiful Camden Yards, despite moving the game from 4 o'clock to noon because of the weather coming. And right now watching a 500 team that finished in last place last year in the AL East. They lost 87. Took a big step backward. 1-2. Taylor Ward on deck. Orioles have had plenty of injuries early on. Two and two on Alexander.
You've only seen 3 sweepers and a couple of cutters. Not only getting ahead with the 4-seamer, but trying to finish everyone off with it as well.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. His 3rd strikeout so far today. 2 gone. Statcast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
Well, we're talking about the attack and the 4-seamers. Look at the location of these. There's only a couple below the zone. Everything, only a few handful in. Everything's been up and away. And it's been really effective here against this lineup that's probably looking in her half like Mayo was.
Top of the order in Ward. Crochet popped him up to short first time up. He was 4 for 4 with a walk last night. Every hit was a single. As Baltimore pounded out 20 hits. Ward acquired from the Angels. He hit 36 home runs for them a year ago.
That's a good location for the sweeper, though. He's thrown a couple of them here now, and they've been for strikes. We got Alexander with it, and he's even said, if I'm throwing my sweeper for strike in the zone, that's not where I want. He's got away with it. You want that one there down and in for the swing and miss.
Three and one on Ward. Gunnar Henderson would hit next. 2 out though, with Mayo at second. Crochet trying to keep them off the board in the early going. And Ward with a hitter's count, the 3-1, and pounded in. It's been 96-97 with the Swiftie.
Good to see.
On a full count with 2 away. And that's going to be ball 4. So he's walked his first man. First and second, and Henderson. Bailey's going to come out.
That's the first time we've really seen him miss with a 4-seamer down below the zone. And again, there you go. Normally you're sitting there saying, okay, no big deal. You're going to get Henderson and get out of this thing. But just the way this year has been a little up and down. Billy wants to go over there, regroup after that walk. So one thing, when you're facing a guy like Crochet, this is the type of lineup we saw last night. Ward, Henderson, Rutschman, Alonso, O'Neill, 5 threats. If he's off a little bit with location, it's one swing of the bat, and you really want to be careful here, but still attack with quality.
Yeah, in their top 5 in the lineup today, they have 4 guys who have hit 30 home runs in a season. Plenty of power. Showed that last night, 6 home runs. So it's May at second, Ward on at first. Anderson has hit 8. Crochet blew him away and struck him out in the first inning.
Yeah, attacked him with 4 4-seamers and then a sweeper just to show me before he punched him out on a heater up. See if that sinker comes into play to get him a little uncomfortable. Cutter.
1-1. 2 down. These are their first base runners today. Big left-hander with a 1-1.
That's a good one. You want to live there with that cutter. Make him think it's a 4-seamer down the middle, get him attacking.
He throws that again. Or does he go back to that 4-seam? And he'll drop that one downstairs. A sweeper. You mentioned several times what a great pitch, not a good pitch, a great pitch that was for him last year.
It hasn't been the same pitch for him this year.
It was unhittable a year ago. And in there, caught him looking. That's a good one. Struck him out with it. Henderson fans for the second time. Garrett Crochet with a big strikeout.
Rafaela scheduled to hit again in this inning after a great leadoff opening at bat. And you touched on this, Lou. Been seeing a lot of Alex Cora wrapping his arms around him recently. So I asked why he's been so intentional about that this season. Cora said he wants to walk him through it. Offensively, he said there's a lot of upside. He's been in a better place than in the past, and he's swinging at the right ones. Yesterday, though, he put his arm around him after Cedon showed some frustration after his at-bat. Cora wanted to get with them right away because he thought the at-bat was actually really good, just not the desired result. He says if we're talking about the process, we have to make sure they understand the results will come, but we can't get upset because he really did put together a good at-bat. So just stay with the process and stay with it. And it's the same lesson that we heard from Wilson Contreras on that last homestand. All about the process and getting that results will come later.
Yeah, Wilson was talking about trusting that.
You know, and last night, even that 9th inning, right, the base running mistake by Marcelo Meyer, they had discussions about it. You know, talking about coaching up and teaching the game. The reality is, it's offensively, it's still an inexperienced young roster for about the 3rd or 4th year in a row.
1-2, trickled foul by Connor Wong, who walked in and scored in the second.
You were young last year, you got younger. Marcelo, less than a year. Durbin, less than a year. Roman, less than a year. Narby, 1 year. Young kids going through things, and you're teaching the game constantly. Even Cedon's a young player. Williams a young player in this game.
Albert Suarez out of their bullpen will miss high and wide. 2-2. Orioles, on the other hand, adding some veteran guys like Ward and Alonso, guys who've been around. 2-2. Fouled straight back.
Those are the guys that are important too. When if you do get off to a bad start, you talk about trusting the process. It's a lot easier to trust the process when you actually have lived experience and saw yourself come out on the other end of it, right? And you start really believing in it. But when you're a year in, or 2 years in, and you haven't lived that experience yet, that's really hard. Now it turns into hope, you know, and you want more than that.
Payoff pitch, hammered foul. Connor came in hitting .296. Talk about quality at bats. Red Sox had a number of those in the second inning. And he among them. And this is a 9-pitch at bat as of this one. And he's on with another walk.
Become a Boston Red Sox season ticket holder and lock in the best seats at the best value. Enjoy exclusive pre-sale, special discounts, postseason access, and more. You can visit redsox.com/season tickets to learn more.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa had a base hit. Big hit in the second. Showing bunt, drops it down. He pushed that one in the right spot. Alonso with gun into second, and a bang play to get him. That cuts down Connor Wong. Safely aboard Kiner-Falefa at first.
Really nice play by Pete Alonso. I mean, that was the only play they had. Suarez was not covering. You see this? He's pushing it that way intentionally. He's going to beat Suarez to the bag easily, but maybe a little bit too firm. That allowed Alonso to get to this ball. Close play at second. The Red Sox are not going to take a look.
Top of the order and set on Rafaela. 1 out, 1 on here in the fourth. Red Sox had 3-0. Cedon part of that uprising in the second inning with an RBI single, and he'll tag that one fouled on the right field line for strike 1.
And that's one of those where I'm going to bunt for a hit. I think I could beat the pitcher over to first, which he does. And worst case scenario, it turns into a sack. I get a guy in scoring position, but it was a little bit too firm going to first. Allowed Pete to make a play.
Good play by Alonso, though. They've been very impressed with him defensively. Worked hard to get better. Runner goes. Pitch downstairs. The throw is going to go all the way into center field. Kiner-Falefa up and running into third, and will stop there. The running Sox today. Couple of stolen bases and a lot of motion on the bases.
Well, it's a nice, good jump by IKF at second. This throw's going to get into center field, and this is the things that you thought this offense would be part of, right? Being aggressive on the base pass. But you're not getting on base. You don't have leads. You're up 3-0. You can be aggressive. Now you get the infield drawn in.
Stolen base E2.
That's off.
It's a challenge.
It's a good challenge here by Cedon. A 1-1 count. Biggest counts in an at bat.
That was a return pitch to the ball.
Now it's 2-1. Still a good hitters count.
Overturned. ABS powered by T-Mobile. And now Cedon can make it out here and give the Red Sox another run behind Garrett Crochet.
How about Cedon winning a challenge?
Yeah.
Seeing the ball better.
Yeah. In that leadoff spot today. Trying to pick up his second RBI of the ball game. As the count his way, the 3-1 pitch. And he's going to be on with ball 4. Red Sox taking some walks today. That's 4 already.
Time for Wilson to get going here. Suarez just kind of sloppy stuff. I'll take advantage of this.
Wilson Contreras 0 for 1 with a walk. He's not been seeing the ball well at all. 0 for his last 15. Trying to put an end to that right here against Suarez in Baltimore. First and third. See if Cedon wants to do some running too. He has not stolen a base, and he certainly can. He stole 20 last year.
Sure. It's also not bad with a man on third for Contreras to just sort of force yourself to get back to doing what you do best. Middle of the field. Look for something up, drive it to right center, get this run in.
Only 1 out. And a high fly ball into left field. It's very deep out there. Alexander's waiting on it. Plenty deep enough. Kiner-Falefa will charge on home. And an RBI for Contreras to make it 4-0. Red Sox with a run up there in the inning without a hit. His 13th RBI.
There you go. Veteran guy got a pitch up, drove it, didn't use the whole field, but still able to stay on that breaking ball and get this run in, extend this lead.
Stolen base and error on the catcher paid off. 4-0. Wilyer Abreu 0 for 2. Hit a line shot last time up to center for an out. It's a guy who is seeing the ball well as of late. Two down. If you're just tuning in, the Red Sox have a 4-0 lead today. And behind their ace, Garrett Crochet, who is looking like he is back in form.
Just overall better approach. Approach has been something we've been talking about. They haven't left the ballpark yet, but you got 3 doubles. Working counts, fouling pitches off, drawing some walks, just more competitive.
Red Sox have out hit them 5-1. Runner goes once again. Rutschman's throw. Here's the tag, and he is going to be cut down. Cedon out, and that is out number 3. See if the Red Sox elect to challenge the call. Still waiting. And they will not.
Here it comes.
Red Sox have grabbed another run. They lead it 4-0 to the bottom of the 4th we go, and a fly ball by Adley Rutschman. Rafaela in on a charge and will make the play. Had to dip down to get it. Burst of speed at the end. Refused to let that one drop in. Out number 1.
Yeah, you love it too. One pitch. A little bad break. You see how he kind of takes off towards center field. Adley Rutschman, big boy, big swing, but he didn't get any of it. Able to recover, come in and still make this play.
So both Rafaela and Abreu have made really nice running catches out there as Alonso hits. He's 0 for 1 with a K. Well, your last inning, and Cedon here in the 4th. Alonso 38 home runs a year ago with the Mets and drove in 126 runs. Mile high into left, not deep enough though. Duran has to wait on this. He's got it for the second out, and Pete Alonso is 0 for 2.
Have your kids join us for Red Sox baseball summer camp. Sessions run June through August. The week-long camp includes baseball instruction and a trip to Fenway Park. You can learn more at redsox.com/camps.
Tyler O'Neill 0 for 1 with a pop to second. 1 year with the Red Sox, 2024. Hit 31 homers. Batting .241. And T.O. batting with the bases empty and 2 fast outs in the 4th. Swinging a high drive, but foul down the left field line.
There's been a struggle to keep T.O. on the field. They had a good amount of games. It was around 115-ish or so with Boston, but it was a struggle. Hit 31 home runs that year, a lot of solo shots, but it's been a struggle since he signed here in Baltimore to get him out in that lineup.
3 stints on the IL last year. Neck inflammation, a shoulder problem, a wrist problem. 2-2. Crochet has not been anywhere except on the plate today. Has walked 1 man. Looking to get O'Neill here and make it a 1-2-3 fourth. And he will do that. He sits him down, strike three. That sweeper's been a better pitch today. Gets him in order. And back in Baltimore, Red Sox ahead 4-0. And a line drive and a base hit off the bat of Wilyer Abreu to begin the inning. Red Sox continue to hit the ball hard today. Line drives and fly balls.
And, getting a good pitch to hit. How many times have we talked about if you're going to attack on that first pitch down the middle, put a swing on it, drive the baseball. Too many times early this year we've seen good pitches to hit, roll over first pitch, right? 1 out. Good to see him using the whole field.
Trevor Story today 0 for 2 Ks. Red Sox with their 6th hit and in there for a strike. Again, Roman Anthony out of the lineup, a 4th consecutive game. Red Sox hopeful of getting him in on Sunday afternoon, the finale here, before moving on to Toronto. Ground ball up the middle, knocked down by Jackson, but no play, and everybody's going to be safe. 2 aboard with nobody out in the 5th. Jackson got leather on it, but no play.
Yeah, he didn't finish this play. He's thinking second base. Am I going to tag this base or not? Right before he catches it, you see how momentum stops? He's trying to backhand that ball and still try to get the second or flip it to Gunnar. And that little hesitation, he didn't kind of stay through it. Took his eye off it. Guessing that'll go as an error.
It will. Monasterio dropping on a bunt, but foul. Andrew Monasterio has been the best offensive guy today with a pair of doubles.
And looking to get a bunt down here. You got this 4-0 cushion. Get this thing to 6. We'll get guys in scoring position. Let Duran have an opportunity to get another one in. But you got to get it down.
Abreu moving to second. Story on at first. Shows bunt again. Kisses that one. Play at third. And in time back to first base. Not in time for double play. Abreu erased at third on the bunt. And no challenge on the play at first base.
We've seen this a couple of times here already in this game. A couple of guys that can control the bat. Monasterio and IKF putting bunts down with maybe the right thought, just not placing them where they need to be. And both of them bunting into outs.
Jared Duran 0 for 2. He's struck out looking and popped up to short.
You get that bunt down to third base. Make him charge and come get it. That way there's no play at third.
Going after the first one, he'll pop it up. Foul territory. And Mayo with the catch. Two down. Quiet day for Jaron Duran 0 for 3. Well, the inning began with a lot of promise with 2 base runners and an error and a base hit. Now suddenly 2 down. So Durbin trying to salvage something here. He has an RBI double already today. He'll foul that away. Strike 1.
Little guy with a big leg kick. He just sort of holds it. More and more in the game, you've seen people get rid of the big leg kicks, but get rid of the big hand movement because the power gives you long. He just sort of lifts that leg up and holds it as a timing mechanism. Leg kick doesn't give you any power whatsoever. Helps with your timing. With a big one, sometimes that timing can be thrown off.
Sox knocked their starter out, Trevor Rogers, after just an inning and 2/3 made him throw 47 pitches in the second inning alone. A career high for Rogers. And that'll miss. 3-1. A lot of at bats like this today for the Red Sox so far. Big reason they're up 4-0. Been nice to see. 2 on, 2 out. And he'll lay off. Checked his swing, and that's ball 4. Another thing the Red Sox have done frequently today. Take a walk, 5 of them and counting. And the bases are loaded. Connor Wong has been up 2 times. He's walked each time. Now the Red Sox looking for that big hit. 2 away. And a high fly ball right field. Well struck. O'Neill back toward the wall. That's going to slam into the fence. 1 run in. 2 runs in. Here comes Durbin. He will score. They get that big hit. Connor Wong delivers.
That's the big one. 4-0 game. This Orioles team with their home run power, they feel like, we still got a shot. Now you just separated this game. You scored 3 in this one here. And Connor Wong takes his fastball. Strong guy, 95, off that wall in right center. That's his first hit, too, with guys in scoring position. Remember last year he had that run? It was like an 0 for 31 with guys in scoring position. Knocks that out in a big way and scores 3.
Red Sox ahead 7-0. Connor Wong with a huge hit. Boy, he's just been a different player offensively this year. Really has.
It was funny, talking to him in camp about the hand issues he had. First was the left hand broken finger. He had surgery in the right hand and a big bone mass they had to get rid of. Both hands hurt him all year long. Thinking, God, how do you hit without either hand? Let's see him hit in spring training. He went 2 for 27 in camp, but he's having a nice regular season.
Connor Falefa will pop it up. And Jackson with a catch, but the Red Sox really busted open. They lead 7-0 in the middle of the 5th there in Baltimore. Connor Wong with the bases loaded. Touches up a double to drive in runs, and the Red Sox ahead 7-0. Behind Garrett Crochet, who has been excellent today with 5 strikeouts. He's allowed only 1 hit. Jeremiah Jackson 0 for 1. He's lined out to right. And a lot going right for the Red Sox in this one after nothing going right last night. That's baseball for you.
Feels good though, doesn't it? It's not going good, but I'll take every one of these. And this is it. It's, you're 9-17. You're 8 games under. All you can do is win the one in front of you. Come out tomorrow, opportunity to win a series.
Check swing, but that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Jackson down. Strikeout number 6 for Garrett Crochet today.
Now that's a good sweeper there from Garrett Crochet, location wise. We've seen him get a couple of strikeouts, backdoor throwing it for strikes, but that right there, that location, that swing from the hitter is the one that he's been missing this year.
Tavares is 0 for 1. He's flied to right on an outstanding sliding catch by Wilyer Abreu. Orioles brought him up last July. He, Jackson Holliday, and Alex Jackson were all in the lineup in a game at Wrigley Field. It's the first time since 1900 3 players with a given name or surname all started a major league game. All those names are identical.
More than Jackson 5. 3 Jacksons in a game. How about it? Not too many Merlonis out there.
Not many.
No, there's only one playing.
Swing and a miss. Even in the minors, did you ever encounter another Merloni?
No. I was lucky to find a Lou.
Oh, come on. Really?
Just a couple of them. Lou Collier. One many Lou's.
Mayo on deck. And that's outside.
One of the great things without that name. You have a good game, you have a bad game, they're cheering for you.
Can always convince yourself.
3 strikeouts, couple errors. I'm like, man, they're still so supportive.
Aren't they great?
Like, those are boos. I'm like, no, they're not.
3-2.
Still cheering.
Ball 4. So Tavares is aboard. Second walk for Garrett. CVS, proud to be part of Red Sox Nation and all the communities we call home, delivering trusted care, everyday essentials, and support going beyond the prescription. You can learn more at CVS.com. 1-out walk brings up Mayo, who has their only hit off Garrett today, a double in the 3rd. Red Sox ahead 7-0.
We're talking a lot about being selfish in the game, and that's where you are at with your Garrett Crochet. Been a tough stretch. Looked really good last outing for 4 2/3. He wants to walk off the mound and finish this appearance with a 6-run cushion, or 7-run cushion.
They have 4 of the runs the Red Sox have scored as unearned, by the way.
That error to Jackson on that Story ground ball. We got the Monasterio bunt and Duran fly ball. Then he should be over according to the scorecard, but
Baltimore with 2 errors on the day. Red Sox with none. And a strike. Red Sox have been playing good defense. Actually lead the American League with 15 defensive runs saved. Foul back.
Even last year when you lead the league in errors, like some of those numbers, defensive runs saved, outs above average, because the routine play wasn't made, but the outstanding ones were. And they were turning doubles into singles. Outfielding play was fantastic. There was great plays on this field. Just the routine errors were piling up.
1-2 on the way, hammered to dead center. Rafaela taken off, and Cedon will make the catch. Actually makes that play look easy. It's not.
He's starting to get a little of that swagger back.
Yeah.
Right. First week of the season, we mentioned before, can be a little weird. Been 2 or 3 great plays that weren't finished off by Cedon. That were still tough plays, but you're just so accustomed to seeing him finish everything off. And this one relatively easy for Rafaela.
Sure is for him. So 2 down, and Blaze Alexander the batter with a man on at first. We show those defensive numbers. We're not trying to convince anybody that the season's gone better than you think. A record like this and where things are right now, that's not true, but there has been improvement defensively. It's not helped many victories, that's for sure. Not yet. You hope over the long term it will.
You got to throw me a bone though when there's something positive. I mean,
yeah.
Going home after games is I'm not sleeping well, Obi. Like, I'm not sleeping. I'm getting up in the middle of the night, sweats.
I know.
And I'm not even playing.
Yep.
Feel for it.
No, you've been miserable. Absolutely miserable. Today is going to your meal tonight, if this continues, is going to be such a great, to be the greatest meal of your life.
Fruit de Mare. It tastes so good. I hope.
A little flare and another one on the move. Rafaela to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So nothing comes of the ball. 4-7-0 Sox. Top 6, Red Sox ahead 7-zip here in Baltimore. Cedon Rafaela to lead it off. He has an RBI today. He's out of the leadoff spot here this afternoon. Contreras on deck. Red Sox with 3 runs in the second, a run in the fourth, 3 more in the fifth.
Well, it's something you haven't really seen from this offense much. Getting starters out, getting the guys like Wells and Suarez, that part of the bullpen.
Yeah, getting into the underbelly, the soft underbelly of your opponent's bullpen.
Well, it's one of the issues we're talking about. You know, Ryan Watson, listen, he's not a high leverage guy. You know, he's a guy that's coming in when starters aren't getting it done, when you're up big, when you're down big, right? That's just the role you have in the bullpen. He leads the team in appearances. It tells you something.
Cut on a miss, down to go strike 3. One away in the 6th. You catch every Red Sox moment on NESN 360. You can download the app to stream live games, including home action in 4K. Log in with your NESN Direct account or TV provider and start watching today. Fouled away by Wilson Contreras, who has an RBI and a sac fly in the 4th inning when the Red Sox scored a run without the benefit of a hit. But they had 4 hits in the 2nd inning. Getting the ball in the air, which has been such a mighty challenge for this offense, but not today. Including Connor Wong slamming a bases loaded double into the right field wall. The hit of the afternoon. Wilson trying to get restarted. He's been in a slump. The 1-2. Breaking ball missing.
Yeah, just seen a lot of awkward swings from him last 2 or 3 days. Remember, he did sit out that game. He came out of one game and sat the next day with that back that was a little bit tight. A little 0 for 15. Did get that sac fly last at bat.
We'll see if Roman can hop in there tomorrow. He's yet to make an appearance in the series with the back problems. Good to see him smiling though. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 down.
Well, I guess that's one thing concerning the core hasn't had to deal with the last 4 days, trying to figure out which one sits out in that outfield.
Right. It's made it easier on him. Still a puzzle.
I want to get him back in there though. Just get him comfortable. Get him back looking like the guy that he is, the guy that we saw last year in Roman Anthony.
Guy we saw in the WBC.
Yeah.
Wilyer Abreu 1 for 3 with a single. And hammered foul. Looks like Wilyer's locking back in.
Yeah.
Got off to such a good start and went cold for a couple of weeks, and now starting to swing it again. Game 2 of 3 here at beautiful Camden Yards in Baltimore. Always a treat to come here. Still is. A little chopper to first. Alonso will tap the bag. Red Sox go pretty quickly here in the 6th inning. Garrett Crochet delivering outside a ball to the leadoff man Taylor Ward as he pitches into the 6th inning. And he has looked like Garrett Crochet today. He's allowed 1 hit and fanned 6. He's gotten Ward on a pop up and he's walked him, and he's only walked 2. And that is a rested pen and a quiet bullpen. The Red Sox ahead 7-0.
I don't see him here now, 3rd time through the order. This has sort of been a bugaboo for him. And take a look at some of these numbers. Look at the batting average. 3rd time through the order. Keep in mind, he didn't face the Twins a 3rd time through. It was only twice. So that .524 batting average are the other ones. So accustomed to see him finishing off outings with strikeouts, right? And being done after 6, done after 7. Third time through's been a struggle.
Pitch number 81, hammered foul. His tempo's been great today.
Attack mode right from jump.
Trying to put this man away. Fastball's been 96, 97 consistently.
Yeah. Talk about the first 2 innings of fastball usage. A four-seamer was like 80. It's come down a little bit, 62% in this game, but sweeper and cutter come in more into play. But he's just attacking.
About to throw his 8th pitch here to Taylor Ward. Henderson on deck, and then Rutschman. And the 2-2. Little dribbler up the line. Crochet will not uncork a throw. Wise choice there. And Ward is on with a base hit. Little infield single.
Good sinker. What he's looking for, a little awkward ground ball, but so softly hit, well placed. No chance.
Orioles with just their second hit. Gunnar Henderson, he has struck out each time, 0 for 2. And yeah, going to challenge this. Called ball 1. We'll take a look. ABS powered by T-Mobile. It is a strike.
It's not helping Andy Fletcher's stats.
Not at all.
3 challenged, 3 overturned. Now 28 challenges, 24 overturned. He's only got 4 right. I mean, he's got a whole bunch right? But as far as the ones challenged.
Line shot, but he's going to drill that one foul. Henderson by far his best cut of the day, but it's also in the hole now, 0-2. Crochet trying to strike him out for the 3rd straight time.
You don't want the sweeper down there. If anything off the play, you got him with a cutter up off the dish, maybe a sinker in, 4-seamer up.
Got him again. Just overpowers him with that fastball. 3rd strikeout of Henderson, who homered last night.
Yeah, only lefty in this lineup, but this is good to see. 3 punch outs, because lefties were hitting 308 off him, which is a crazy number when you think about facing Garrett Crochet. Last year, 166. Not today for Gunnar.
Rutschman is 0 for 2. Flat out to right and to center, and strike 1.
Good control of this 4-seamer up and away to righties. That up and away quadrant, very important for him. Teams can hunt inner half, everything cutter, fastballs in. But he's really controlled that pitch. It's really helped him here today.
Ground ball and a base hit. That'll move Ward up to second. And it's the first time today they've had more than 1 hit in an inning.
Tomorrow the Bruins are going to host the Sabres. Game 4 of the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Pre-game coverage is going to begin at 1. Puck drop is at 2. It's only on NESN, streaming on NESN 360. But the Italian's going to get up.
It'll be Weissert. He's going to start to throw. Ward at second, Rutschman at first. And here's Pete Alonso swinging, ground ball to third, picked by Durbin, down to second, 1 on to first, in time for the double play. 5-4-3, and Crochet out of the inning. As a very happy Garrett Crochet's pitching line presented by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. Getting the high fives. 7 strikeouts in 6, 90 pitches. The beast is back.
Oh, that's a good way to finish off the outing, right? Putting up those zeros.
Trevor Story with a high drive to deep left field. Alexander back and will make the play shy of the warning track.
You know, this game is just really, it can be that fine at times. You know, he had a couple guys on for Gunnar Henderson in the 3-0 ball game. You punched him out, but maybe you don't execute a pitch and he leaves the yard, right? Same thing with Pete Alonso. 1st and 2nd, 1 out. You don't execute, he leaves the yard. Instead, it's more of what we're accustomed to seeing, executing pitches when he needs to. And because of it, he goes 6 scoreless.
Use the word control, and he was in control the entire time he was in the game.
He really was. Kind of spotting that fastball, really used the outer third against righties. Makes you feel a lot better going into the next one.
It is a big relief to see today against a good lineup. Little rollover here by Monasterio right to Mayo. And dug out by Alonso, 2 down. And the Red Sox 7th. Up 7-0. Only 3 hits allowed by the left-hander. Chipping away that earned run average.
It came in 7.88, now down to a 6.30. The next step is to get it under 6. And you get it under 5.
Jarren Duran would like to join in the hits today. He's 0 for 3. Batting out of the 6th spot. Had a base hit last night. Red Sox trying to snap a 4-game skid. They got an excellent start out of Crochet today.
Trying to end this 4-game losing streak, one in which you scored 6 total wins in 4 games. 7 on the board now.
Pumped in there for a strike. Caleb Durbin has a big double today. Set on Rafael, an RBI hit. Contreras has an RBI, but the biggest hit off the bat of Connor Wong with the bases loaded as he doubled off the right field wall and scored 3 runs in the 5th. That became serious breathing room for the Sox and Crochet. The Sox doing a far better job lifting their hits today instead of everything on the ground. And 3-2. Sox have drawn 5 walks in the contest. And a high fly. Alexander under. And the Sox will go 1-2-3 in the 7th. A call to the bullpen. And the Red Sox will bring on Greg Weissert to relieve Garrett Crochet, who went 6 scoreless innings, allowing 3 hits and striking out 7. Brought to you by Ford.com.
Weissert making his 12th appearance. Hasn't allowed an earned run his last 6, but his last outing didn't allow all 3 inherited runners to score in that last Yankee loss. These hits by Bellinger and Judge.
Tyler O'Neill 0 for 2 against Crochet with a strikeout. In front of 33,582 today at Camden Yards. Good job by the fans to respond to the time change. Game originally set for 4 o'clock and moved to noon because of rain on the way. And a 1-1 to T.O. is up high.
Last couple wins for the Sox, early starts. Marathon Monday here at noon. You know, sometimes when things aren't going well, you want to just go to bed, wake up, and play. You don't need all day to think about this.
Show and go. Yep. Line drive and a base hit. So O'Neill with a single to lead off their 7th inning. So are you saying you want all the games to begin at 11 or noon from here on out?
I don't mind noon. 11, different story. Maybe a little day game tomorrow again, though.
It's funny, you know, it's 1 hour earlier, but I agree with you. It feels like 7 a.m.
Yeah. 11 a.m. is a different animal.
Once a year, that's okay.
Sure. I'll take it. Especially in a W attached.
Jeremiah Jackson is 0 for 2. He's lined out and struck out in this one. Didn't mean to. On the charge, Durbin. He'll throw, and it gets by Contreras. O'Neill taking off for third as he throwing up the line. That's going to put runners at second and third. Jackson made contact when he didn't want to.
I'm going to go as a hit and an error. This is another one of those. Yeah, I guess he had a chance. Jackson getting down that line. If it was on the money, he might have gotten them, so it's worth a shot. Just a tough throw here from Durbin. And Wilson able to kind of just knock it down.
A base hit E5 for Taveras, who has flied out and taken a walk and looks at a strike.
This is when you got to pitch to the scoreboard. Listen to 7-0 cushion. Forget about those guys that are on base. Get this hitter here. Ground ball, sac fly, whatever. Get some outs.
And Wong will head out to the hill. O'Neill at third. Jackson at second. And Weissert will stretch and deal. By him, 95. 0-2 on Taveras. He's actually been swinging a good bat. Came in hitting 304. Mayo on deck.
That changeup going versus lefties. That was a big difference maker for him last year. This year, lefties 6 for 9. Off of him. Whereas last year, there was a huge improvement. A lot had to do with that changeup.
0-2 again. Ground ball behind the bag. Contreras will make the play as a run comes in. Their first run of the day makes it 7-1. And Jackson down to third. So Taveras making good enough contact to pick up an RBI, his 15th.
Same mindset here. Forget about that man on third base. We'll go get Mayo.
He's doubled and flied out. Early in the week, hit a couple of tape measure shots in Kansas City. Big guy, 6'8". One of the few guys in the league who can hang with guys like Crochet and look Aaron Judge in the eye. Wave and a miss. Got fooled badly there on the sweeper. And 0-2.
That's homered in 3 straight. Big kid.
Five hits for Baltimore. And 2 of them in this inning. Weissert looking for a strikeout with a runner at third. Fouled away at a big cut. Red Sox have Connolly early on the hill tomorrow afternoon at 1:35 facing Kyle Bradish. And Coulomb, the lefty, has been used a lot by Alex Cora, working in the bullpen. And Weissert again.
You got some lefties on that bench. Looks like cows are out on deck.
2-2. Popped him up. Story underneath. Runner holding at third. 2 gone. And Cowser will hit. He will bat for Blaze Alexander. Colton Cowser been slumping mightily, although he's had some really good games against the Red Sox in his career. And another mound visit here with a runner at third and 2 away. And now a word from Echo.
It's time to go yard. Echo, power on and on.
Bailey out there, and that meeting will break up. And Cowser to hit.
Got a couple of hits in his last outing. That broke an 0 for 17. Good fastball hitter. Oh, that's just what they're going over. A little reminder. Weiss's confident in his fastball, but kid struggles against off speed and breaking balls right now.
Excellent power from Cowser, but he strikes out a lot. And the first one will be ball 1. One in a line of first-round draft picks born from the 100 lost days here in Baltimore. So they rebuilt this franchise. In for a strike. 1-1.
To mention that he's hitting .318 versus fastballs, 3 for 31. If anything else, a couple of breaking balls early.
He'll take a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Red Sox trying to get out of the inning with only 1 run against them. And go to the 8th up 7-1. Weiser trying to finish off Cowser. Been gray and overcast all day, but it has been dry in Baltimore. That won't be the case in a couple hours here. Not anticipated to be. 2-2. He wouldn't bite. And a full count.
Good pitch.
Taylor Ward on deck. And Weissert with a 3-2. He got him. Struck him out to retire the side. They get 1 at the end of 7. 7-1 Boston. Together, let's drive.
Well, this is really good to see facing this lefty, this group of Monasterio, Durbin, and IKF. A couple of doubles. And then a nice single here from IKF to get in. Again, these guys came in 3 for 52 combined against lefties. All 3 with hits in that second to put 3 on the board.
Keegan Aiken out of their bullpen. Just off the IL as of today after a groin injury.
Nice year last year for him. 64 appearances, at 3.41 ERA. Walks were up a little.
Durbin with a big double in the second inning. Cowser stays in to play left. He has an RBI and he's stolen a base. Also drawn a walk today. Count 3-0. Durbin, Wong, Kiner Falefa, bottom 3. They've all contributed today. Red Sox leading 7-1. Which has an awfully nice ring to it.
Sure, 5 RBIs down here in this bottom third. Scored 4 runs.
And the left-hander, Aiken, with a 3-1. Got a piece of that. Flicked it foul. What do you like most about Camden Yards? What's your favorite part of the ballpark?
I do love, like, the brick. I love the right field. Just the look of it being in here.
great idea to
It's old-fashioned.
make that warehouse part of it, right?
Yeah.
It's iconic. When it was built, it was the narrowest building on the East Coast. And they do wonderful statues here. There's Cal. Terrific work here. Swung on and foul tip. That's going to be held for strike 3. One out in the 8th. And the original.
Here he is. Played in his final game here, Camden Yards. His final game was supposed to be here against the Yankees, and it was 9/11. Games got postponed, so we ended up coming here to end the season.
And you played in that game.
I played short in that game. I think second at bat he popped up for the 3rd out of the inning. Caught it at short. Put it in my pocket. Fans are yelling at me for the ball, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. It's Cal Ripken's last game, bro. I'm taking this to the casa. It's Cal Ripken.
You still have that ball?
I still have it. I got to try to get him to sign it one of these days.
He's right down there.
I know. I'm out of here. You got the rest of the game?
I'll be happy to.
But
you come back with that signed ball.
But it was a great throw. It's a great thing to be part of. Great day. Remember, I think Coney was on the mound, and I think he was literally telling him what was coming. We were out of it.
Jackson will gobble it up and throw on to get Connor Wong with a 3-run double in the 5th inning. 2 up, 2 down. Connor Falefa next. Did anyone ever do that for you? Like, hey, Lou, you and I go way back. I'm going to lay one in there for you.
No.
Not
Never.
even one time. No.
Never. Are you kidding me?
like Cal needed the favor.
I don't think it's not very common, but when you're talking about Cal Ripken's final game, Red Sox are out of the playoffs. That was Joe Kerrigan. Your year was a mess.
Yeah. And David Cohn, great guy.
Yeah, Cohn's the best.
He's a great pitcher too. The Iron Man. Incredible. Popped up and fouled out of play by Connor Falefa. I remember when he was in the process of breaking Lou Gehrig's record for consecutive games played, and every ballpark was sold out he went to. And after the games, lines and lines of autograph seekers. He would sign every single autograph. Strike 3. Red Sox done in order for the 3rd consecutive inning. 7-1 Boston. By Subaru of New England. Love is what makes Subaru Subaru. By Plymouth Rock Auto and Home Insurance for Boston sports fans. And by Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com today. Garrett Crochet back in a groove. Thumbs up from his manager. Big handshake after 6 innings. Shutout innings. Just 3 hits, 7 strikeouts.
Well, you needed it. The offense kind of supplied some today too as well, but I think just peace of mind. You wanted to see him go out there and put up zeros.
Line drive and a base hit. Taylor Ward with his 2nd knock of the day. 6 hits in the first couple of games. And he greets Danny Coulombe with a solid single.
Danny Coulombe making his 11th appearance for this team. We're talking about Watson making the tie for the league team lead in appearances as well. And he's become kind of a lefty specialist, with Moran really kind of almost being a guy to give you length.
Gunnar Henderson facing another lefty, but it's not Garrett Crochet, and he's delighted by that. Garrett struck him out 3 consecutive times. We're in the bottom of the 8th here in Baltimore, and that's in for strike.
7-1 ball game. No Whitlock. Chapman. Cora was asked about it before the game. Like, are we at a point where they just need some work? He said, we're not there yet. So take a little bit of rest, and hopefully you get into a run where you need them a lot holding leads late.
Zach Kelly up. 0-2. Adley Rutschman would hit next. Big night last night with 2 home runs. A lunge and a tapper. Contreras will wait and tag him out. Down to second goes Ward. 1 away in the Oriole 8th as we toss it down to Jemai.
Thanks, Dave. Well, Lou mentioned it, 11th appearance for Danny Coulombe. He's settling in after, he says, not having a real spring training. He told me that feels like his command is trending where he wants, but we've seen him sporting that bright blue glove. It's representative of something very near and dear to Danny. April is Autism Awareness Month. His 7-year-old son Theo is autistic, and blue is the color of autism awareness. Coulombe told me he's not a flashy guy, but happy the glove brings attention on the field to this cause and sparks conversations. He said that Theo is a high-functioning first grader, knows he's autistic, and God made him in an amazing way. Coulombe says he and his wife are learning more from Theo than he is from them.
Well, Jemai, thank you very much. Wishing Theo all the best. And that one is going to be downstairs a ball.
And it's great you're able to kind of have a platform like this, bring in awareness as he is. Yeah, he only had a couple appearances in camp.
Pitching a lot. As you point out, that's high.
Yeah, so you love to come out with a hot start, right? Throwing the ball well, executing, just kind of let the thing roll a little bit. But a few iffy outings with control, and you start questioning some things. You kind of wait for that control to show up, the stuff to show up, and put up some zeros.
Rutschman hammers that, but caught by Durbin. And Ward back to second. 2 down.
Breaking ball left up. Oh, hard hit, hooking down that line. Durbin, good reaction.
2 away in the bottom of the 8th inning. Alonso 0 for 3, hit into a double play last time. I feel the folks in Baltimore are just waiting on Pete Alonso to turn into the monster they expected, which he has been throughout his career, and one of the premier sluggers in all of baseball.
He's going to hit 30 home runs. He's got 3 now, so there's a 8-9 month home run month coming up for him.
Might be 5 in a week. Pete has hit as many as 53 in a season. Runner at second, 2 down. Red Sox ahead 7-1. And rolled foul. Sox with 3 runs in the second, a run in the 4th, 3 runs in the 5th. It's not on a home run ball, but Connor Wong with a big bases loaded double. Had a number of doubles today that have caused some damage, and that's high. 2-2.
Yeah, that's the difference too. I mean, you're not gonna hit the ball out of the ballpark. You get it. Warmer months, you start driving the ball. There's some balls hammered that haven't left, but you start racking up the extra base hits, quality at bats. That's what you thought you were gonna get.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and froze that man at third. End of 8. Red Sox 7, Orioles 1. One lead in Baltimore, looking to even up this series and also snap a 4-game skid. And at the top of the order, Cedar Rafaela, who has singled and walked today, has also driven in a run, and will take a strike. Then Contreras, and then Abreu. Fouled off by Cedar. Red Sox 7 hits, Orioles with 6. And the left-hander deals, and that'll be swatted at, fouled away again.
We'll see what happens tomorrow if Roman can get in this lineup. What that outfield looks like. Cedon's been in that leadoff second 2-hole, kind of with Roman out of the lineup.
0-2 popped into the seats. Fly ball, that one deep to right. O'Neill on the run. That's going to hit the wall and get on by him. O'Neill has to chase it now. And Cedon's going to round on his way into third. The throw not in time. So off an 0-2 pitch, he's going to triple off the wall.
That's a beautiful thing from Cedon, using the whole field. 2 strikes, fouled off a couple of good fastballs, and gets this one out over, kind of stays on it, drives it off that wall. T.O. gets a little too close to it. It's going to allow Cedon to get to third.
Infield drawn in for Contreras, who already has an RBI and a sac fly back in the 4th inning. Walked, he struck out and grounded out today. Red Sox have not scored since the 5th.
First triple of the year.
Yeah.
Cedon.
Samaniego now throwing in the bullpen. And Aiken will give up a base hit. That one ripped into left field, and a run is in. Cedon will score to make it 8-1. Second RBI today for Contreras.
You know how to feel good. He got that RBI sac fly earlier in this game, but currently was in an 0 for 16 little hole. He gets enough of this changeup with the infield drawn in. Get that 8th run across.
And a lot of contributors today. Abreu has a base hit. He's 1 for 4. Also made an outstanding catch and right at least one. Red Sox now 9 hits to 6 for Baltimore. And this is going to drop into center field for a base hit. And moves Contreras up to second. Red Sox with 3 consecutive hits here in the 9th. It has been a very good day for the offense.
You like to see the hits piling up. Some multiple hit games from some guys here recently, even in last night's loss. They still had a Abreu, Story, Meyer, multiple hit games. Now 10 hits for the second night in a row.
Trevor Story would like to join that. He's gone 0 for 4. Back-to-back 10-hit games. Two on. Good crowd today here at Camden Yards, almost 34,000, but beginning to empty out in the 9th inning. Line the other way, dropping down for a base hit. That is another Red Sox hit, 4 straight, and the bases are loaded. Trevor Story with his first of the day.
That's the way you were hoping it would look. Well, you came into this game basically with arguably the worst offense in baseball, and I think 27th in starter ERA. Today, Crochet put an end to that, and this offense now 11 hits, 8 runs, and more to get here.
Rico Garcia working in their pen. And Drew French, their pitching coach, headed for the hill. No place to put. Monasterio's already tagged a couple of doubles today. Had a really good day at the plate. Red Sox 11 hits and counting. The official hospital of the Red Sox is Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. They're advancing medicine with breakthroughs in research, nationally ranked specialty care, and innovative treatments. You can learn more at Monasterio. A double in the second inning when the Red Sox had 4 hits and scored 3 times. He drove in a run. And in there for strike. Red Sox have them all filled up. Contreras, Abreu, and Story. One of the things that has marked the Red Sox attack today is good patience. Really sound approach. There's a swing and a high deep drive. He socked that one way out there, and that ball is gone. That is a grand slam. Monasterio having a great day and made even better. That is the first grand slam of his career. That Red Sox home run presented by your New England area Audi dealers. Sox busted wide open 12-1.
First one of the year for this team as well. Big day for Monasterio. The offense just exploding here today. It's the only thing they were lacking today with this runs. It was a home run.
How about that? 2 doubles and a granny for Andres Monasterio. And the Red Sox make it a 12-1 lead. And there's a shot down the line by Jarren Duran. That'll be his first hit today. A single here.
You get everybody on the board. This looks like a changeup that ends up just middle. Monasterio, strong swing. And you knew he kind of felt like he had it. But the first one of the year, you're never really sure. Drives this thing into that bullpen. That's going to do it for Aiken. That's a tough outing for him.
Gives up 6 consecutive hits and does not record an out here in the 9th. And Monasterio, what a great moment for him. 12-1, and we'll take the break and return to Camden Yards with more in a moment. And a position player to make his 4th career pitching appearance. With the bases empty, courtesy of that man, Andres Monasterio, with a grand slam, first of his career, first home run of the season. Career day for him as far as extra base hits as well, with 3 of them.
His 4th appearance. He made 2 appearances last year for the Phillies. I got a velo on that pitch, 44.3. What do you do?
Durbin.
Pumped up on that one, 46.6. Be careful for that slow curveball here. This one you're worried, but he's going to gas you up at 85.
Swinging a high deep drive down the left field line. He jumped all over that baby, and that's gone. That's a 2-run shot for Durbin, his first home run of the year. And for the Red Sox, an embarrassment of riches today offensively. They lead at 14-1.
Save some.
Gotta pull it.
Listen, I don't care if he's a position player or not. He'll take that first one and put that Wally mask on. 2-hit day here for Caleb Durbin. 14 runs. We're waiting for this day, I think, since opening day.
Wait for this inning. 7-run inning. It's a lot more runs than the Red Sox scored in the whole series against the Yankees. They're just exploding today.
First career runs given up by Wilson, his 4th appearance. 44 on top of the zone.
Little floater down the right field line. That is going to fall foul off the bat of Connor Wong. He's trying to make it 8 straight hits for the Red Sox in this inning.
It's just slow pitch softball.
Got to generate all of it.
Just a reminder, no ABS with the position player in the game. You're not allowed to use it.
Two-one and a little fly ball. Going out to second baseman Jackson. That's the first out in the inning. Red Sox leading 14-1. Last Red Sox grand slam here was Jarren Duran 3 years ago to the day before the Monasterio shot. 14 hits for the Sox today. Kiner Falefa is the 9th Red Sox batter in the inning. And he will drive that one toward the gap. That's going to drop down for a base hit. So he has a couple today.
Some multiple hit efforts here. Listen, in the morning, you don't care whether it's off position player or not, right? It's the second hit of the day. You'll take it. All these guys.
Cedar Rafaela began this inning with a triple over the head of O'Neill and Wright. Scored the first of the 7 runs in this frame. Takes a strike. Caleb Durbin with a home run as well. Red Sox having a great time on this Saturday afternoon in Baltimore. Red Sox have 25 hits in 2 games. Last night was ugly. Today has been a blast. Liner, base hit. That's into the gap. Tavares cuts it. Down to third goes Kiner Falefa. And Cedar Rafaela has a 2-hit inning and his 3rd hit of the day. Wilson Contreras, who has an RBI hit in the inning himself, will bat again. Only 1 out.
See if he can time this, because I can guarantee you it's going to be a hard swing.
The Red Sox are going to bust a 4-game losing skid today. Swinging, yes, deep drive, left center field. That is way back there, and another one. That's a 3-run homer. The Red Sox hit their 3rd home run of the inning. Been an incredible inning. Granted, you do have a position player out there, but it is 17-1.
And he put 6 runs there in the 9th before they went to Wilson. We mentioned it's not easy to time 44, but if you can, and a lot of these Red Sox hitters have been, you knew he was going to swing hard. He'll take that 5th home run of the year.
Well, it looks like he has freed himself from a slump.
.48.
You said slow pitch softball. A little shot blooped out to right. O'Neill coming on, makes a sliding play. Abreu is bidding for a hit, which would have been his 3rd in the ball game. Back to the Contreras home run.
And the minute he hit it, big man finding the barrel. Ballpark wasn't going to hold him off that umbrella in that Orioles dugout, bullpen rather.
Trevor Story has a base hit in this inning. Ten hits and 10 runs in the inning. Mayo with the pick at 3rd, and is not going to get him. Trevor Story motoring up that line. Not a good throw, and he is safely aboard. It'll be an E5.
Yeah, Mayo does a nice job backhanding this ball, but the minute he caught it, there was really no urgency Sometimes you look up and you see a guy busting down the line, you rush that throw.
And Monasterio gets a chance to swing again. In the inning, he's hit a grand slam. Earlier today, 2 doubles. It's been a remarkable inning for an offense that has scuffled so mightily, but 10 runs and 10 hits. And a pop into right field. O'Neill coming in to make the catch. That's how the inning ends, but the Red Sox blow it open and blow it open again. They lead it 17-1.
MLB Plus is new for 2026. You can stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. and select out-of-market games every week. Plus, Game Day 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today.
Kiner Falefa will move over to short here as we go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. And Meyer in the ball game at second. Red Sox with a, get this, 16-run lead here in Baltimore.
Wow, 17 runs on the board, 17 hits.
Tyler O'Neill 1 for 3 and takes a strike.
You know, it only counts for 1 win, just like every loss is only 1. But a lot of guys smiling, feeling good, multiple hits. It's been a long stretch, long start for these guys. Good to see.
Red Sox 3 runs in the second inning, a run in the 4th, 3 more in the 5th, and then 10 on 10 hits in the top of the 9th. And not to be lost in all the offense and the grand slam and the home runs, 3 home runs in that top of the 9th. Garrett Crochet today. Looking like Garrett Crochet. 6 strong shutout innings. He struck out 7. He allowed only 3 hits. Totally in control today. And he will pick up the win. O'Neill gets under this. A high fly to left. And Jarren Duran with the grab. 1 down. Back to the Andre Monasterio grand slam.
Yeah, change up. Talking about all these doubles and runs scored. One thing was missing was that home run. That was the first inning off of Aiken, that 9th inning rather. A couple other homers off position player Weston Wilson, but a big day from Andrew Monasterio.
Here's Jackson. He's 0 for 3. Sorry, 1 for 3 with a base hit. He'll pop that foul out of play.
Yeah, the offense was good to see today, obviously. But Garrett Crochet, big picture, moving forward. That's what you really want, right? 6 innings, scoreless. Get that ERA down to 6.30. Next time, hopefully get it under 5 and just kind of go from there.
Yeah, the 10-run top of the 9th inning, that'll draw a lot of attention. But most important thing today was the left-hander Crochet returning to form. Absolutely. For this organization, Red Sox trying to not only bust a losing skid, but regain confidence. It's going to be led by him if that's going to happen. The ability to stop losing skids. You turn to your ace for that. 1-2, little ground ball, and Marcelo on target. 2 up, 2 down. 1 more to get. Look at his pitching line today.
Yeah, it was really good and really came out. Power 4-seam fastball, locating out a third to righties. Only 3 hits, a little swing and bunt in there, 7 strikeouts, and you hope it's a start turn through the rotation. They've only really had 1 good turn through the rotation where all 5 guys threw the ball real well. Hopefully Connolly Early can continue that momentum tomorrow.
Tavares takes a strike. Bases empty, 2 down, bottom of the 9th. And the Red Sox about to put this one into the win column in front of 33,582 at Camden Yards. The Sox have held them to only 6 hits today. So Boston pitching has been excellent. And a fly ball center field. That'll do it. Cedon is there. The Red Sox run away and hide today, 17-1. Crochet with his third win, and the Red Sox bust a 4-game losing streak.
Well, the offense really needed this one to kind of bust out 17 hits, 17 runs. But as we were saying, I think eases a lot of people's minds seeing Garrett Crochet going out there going 6 scoreless. Good one. Now you carry a chance to win a series here tomorrow.
I enjoyed that one a lot more, Luke.
God, winning is so much more fun.
Red Sox win presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. And stay tuned for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. TC Lenny and Matt Barnes break it all down, and Jemai will chat with Connor Wong. He had a big day as well. That and more coming up after the break.